Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So in the applications of derivatives already we are started the exercise 6.5. In the today's class I am giving you important examples. They are very important for 3 mark. See that question. Find two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is as large as possible. Let us take the two numbers are x and y, or sum is 24 means one number is x means another number is 24 minus x. Let the two numbers are x and 24 minus x. Why 24 minus x? When you add these two numbers the sum will be 24 and whose product is as large as possible. Let P be the product of these numbers. P be the product of these numbers. Understood? So therefore P is equal to x into 24 minus x, and to find the maximum or minimum value we have to differentiate once and we have to equate that derivative with 0. You are getting a points, then substitute that values in the second derivative. So before differentiation first remove the bracket here, make it simple step 24x minus x square. Now differentiate with respect to x. For it, if you want to calculate maximum or minimum, whatever it is, for maxima or minima, whatever you want to calculate, the first derivative should be equal to 0. That is 24 minus 2x is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 24, so x is equal to 12. After finding the point, let us differentiate this first derivative once again. Again differentiating equation 1 with respect to x. Differentiating equation 1 with respect to x. That means we are finding the second order derivative. D square p upon dx square is equal to minus 2. So without substitution also directly you got answer negative, then also you have to write this step. There is no value for a substitution, you are getting minus 2. Minus 2 is less than 0. If the second derivative is negative means it is a maximum. Maximum means as large as possible. So by second order derivative test, by second order derivative test, x is equal to 12 is a point of local maxima, or simply you can call it as a maxima, local maxima of P. Hence the product of the numbers, two numbers, is maximum when the numbers are, see if one number is 12 means another number is 24 minus 12, correct or not? 24 minus 12 is again 12 only. 24 minus 12, that is equal to 12. See, the sums are very simple if you know the concept. Moving to the next question, question number 14. Find two positive numbers x and y such that x plus y is equal to 60 and xy cube is maximum. Xy cube is maximum. Here, let x and y are two positive numbers. Such that x plus y is equal to 60 and p is equal to xy cube. So if you want, you can convert x or you want convert y. Now I am converting x. See, x plus y is equal to 60 implies x is equal to 60 minus y. Let us call this as equation 1. So p is equal to 60 minus y into y cube. This I am writing from equation 1. Instead of converting in terms of x, I am converted in terms of y. That means now you have to differentiate with respect to y because we are converted the variable. To make that sum easy, I am converted only that thing. Before differentiation, remove the bracket. It is 60 y cube minus y raised to 4 instead of u into v. U minus v is simple. Differentiating with respect to y. dp upon dy is equal to 180 y square minus 4 y cube. And as you know that for maxima or minima, the first derivative should be equate with 0. For maxima, dp upon dy is equal to 0. That is 180 y square minus 4 y cube is equal to 0. 4 y square I took common in the bracket. 45 minus y is equal to 0. This implies y is equal to 0. 4 y square is equal to 0 means y is equal to 0, or 45 minus y is equal to 0, y is equal to 45. Next, this is equation 2. Differentiating equation 2 with respect to y. See here, second derivative, d square p upon dy square is equal to 360y minus 12y square. 360y minus 12y square, and for our convenient to make the sum simple, steps simple, I took 12y common. So now to make the calculations easy, I wrote like this. Now write down that values. See, if you write y is equal to 0, the second derivative will be 0. We cannot judge whether it is a positive or negative. That's why we are not taking at y is equal to 0. At y is equal to 45 we will calculate. See what is the second derivative test. 12 into 45 in the bracket 30 minus 45. It is 12 into 45 into minus 15. And one more thing, I am not multiplying, just I am checking the sign. It is minus 12 into 45 into 15. Negative means it is less than 0. Then by second derivative test, y is equal to 45 is the point of local maximum of P. Hence, the product P is equal to xy cube is maximum the two numbers are, the two positive numbers are 45 and one more we took 60 minus y, 60 minus 45, that is 15. Yes. Moving to the next question. Find two positive numbers x and y such that the sum is 35 such that, question number 15, the sum is such that the sum is 35, sum is 35 and the product x square into y raised to 5 is a maximum. Is a maximum. Read on. Let x and y are two positive numbers. Two positive numbers and their sum is 35. Sum is 35, that is x plus y is equal to 35, and let p is equal to x square into y raised to 5. With the help of this equation, y is equal to 35 minus x. So p is equal to x square in the bracket 35 minus x raised to 5 from equation 1. Let us call this as equation 1. Now differentiate this. Now it is with in the form of x only. Differentiate with respect to x. X square as it is, product rule. 5 into 35 minus x raised to 4. Again inter differentiation of 35 minus x. And differentiation of x square is 2x. So it is 35 minus x is minus. So minus 5x square, 35 minus x raised to 4 plus 2x into 35 minus x raised to 5. And for our convenient, I took 35 minus x raised to 4 as a common. Even x common, 35 minus x raised to 4 common, it is minus 5x is remaining here. I took x common, 2 into 1, 35 minus x is remaining in the bracket. Yes, simplify that. That is equal to x into 35 minus x raised to 4 in the bracket minus 5x plus 70 minus 2x. So it is x into 35 minus x raised to 4 in the bracket 70 minus 7x. This is the first derivative. Now we have to equate this with 0. dp upon dx is equal to 0 implies x into 35 minus x raised to 4, 70 minus 7x is equal to 0. We have a 3 terms. Differentiate every term one time. Sorry, simplify. This implies either x is equal to 0. When you take this bracket, x is equal to 35, and the next one x is equal to 10. And for our convenient, this I wrote, to make the second derivative simple, I wrote this as 70x minus 7x square. I took x inside the bracket. This is equation 2. This is nothing but dp upon dx. And for a maxima and minima, we have to differentiate this again. We have to find the second derivative. Differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. D square p upon dx square is equal to 35 minus x raised to 4. It is 70 minus 14x plus 70x minus 7x square as it is first power. 4 into 35 minus x raised to 3 into differentiation of 35 minus x is minus 1. And our convenient, so just write down, no need to take the common, just I wrote like this. This is minus 4 70x minus 7x square into 35 minus x whole cube. Now we have to check this second derivative one by one. At x is equal to 0, see what is the answer. This is 35 raised to 4 and this is 70, this is 0. This whole term is 0, 0 into anything is 0. Only this is remaining greater than 0. This is minima. But what is the question? Read the question. Go back and read the question. See that question is the product is as large as possible. Maximum. Maximum means it should be negative. We cannot take at x is equal to 0. Then check for x is equal to 35. At x is equal to 35, d square p upon dx square is 35 minus 35 is 0. Here also 35 minus 35 is 0. So 0 means we cannot judge whether it is a positive or negative. So we cannot take as a x is equal to 35. Next, at x is equal to 10. At x is equal to 10, 35 minus 10 is 25 raised to 4. Next, 70 minus 10, 14 into 10 is 140. 70 minus 140, and here 700 minus 700, this will be 0. 0 into anything is 0. The next part will be 0. It is 25 raised to 4 minus 70. See, so that is nothing but minus 70 into 25 raised to 4. See, is it less than 0 or what? Yes, less than 0 means the product is maximum when at x is equal to 10. By second derivative test, P of x will be maximum, that is product will be maximum when x is equal to 10. And y is what? Y is 35 minus 10, that is 25. Hence the required numbers are 10 and 25. Yes. Moving to the next question, that is question number 16. See, all the sums are very simple. Only thing, if you know the concept correctly. Question number 16. Find two positive numbers whose sum is 16 and sum of whose cubes is minimum. Write down the solution. Let x and y are two positive numbers whose sum is 16. That means how you will write x plus y is equal to 16, or you can write y is equal to 16 minus x. This is equation 1. And what is given? The sum of whose cubes is minimum. And sum of whose cubes is minimum. Therefore, let S is equal to x cube plus y cube. But what is y? Y is 16 minus x whole cube. This we are writing from equation 1. Now differentiate this with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x, ds upon dx is equal to 3x square plus 3 into 16 minus x whole square into minus 1. So for our convenient I took 3 common and x square, it is minus 16 minus x whole square. Here also I am not equating this directly. First I will apply a minus b whole square. So to write the next step simple, I will apply a minus b whole square first. 3 as it is in the bracket x square. 16 square is 256 plus x square minus 32x. Remove the bracket. 3 as it is x square minus 256 minus x square plus 32x. Minus x square plus x square get cancels. 3 in the bracket 32x minus 256. Now for maxima or minima, here it is given that the product is minima. For maxima or minima, whatever it is, first derivative we are equating with 0, implies 3 into 32x minus 256 is equal to 0, implies 32x minus 256 is equal to 0, or 32x is equal to 256, x is equal to 8. Now this is what? This is the first derivative. Next, this is equation 2. Differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. See what will be the answer? D square s upon dx square. D square s upon dx square 2 as it is minus in the bracket 32x, it is 32. So it is greater than 0. At x is equal to 8, d square s upon dx square is greater than 0. The second derivative is greater than 0 means what is your answer? The sum of whose cubes is minimum when the two numbers are, one number is 8 means another number is also 8. Why? Because their sum is 16. This implies sum of whose cubes is minimum when the two positive numbers are 8 and 8. Understood? Now I am giving you the next question, that is question number 17. Very important and interesting question. Next question. See, moving to the next important question, and the same time it is interesting also. A square piece of tin of side of 18 centimeter is to be made into a box without a top by cutting a square piece from each corner and folding up the flaps to form the box. What should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is maximum possible? See here, This is a paper, and on each corner, total it is of 18 centimeter. On each corner, 4 corners, square is cut off. A square piece is cut off, and they are making a box like this. They are making the box like this. Wait. See, they are making a box. It look like, no, it making a box without a top. This is a box after cutting 4 square pieces. So this is of a total 18 centimeter. And on each corner a square piece is cut off. A square piece is cut off. Let us call that as a x. Total it is 18, but only this, the remaining part inside this. This is what? 18 minus 2x, as I showed here. This each corner square piece is cut off, and they are folding like this. When without cutting, it is 18 centimeter. When you cut, this is x centimeter, this is x. Total 2x. Remaining is 18 minus 2x. So here, what is the question? Then they will make a box, and I shown that box, how to make the box. This is a box. So write down there next. Let a square piece of tin of 18 centimeter, a square piece of tin of side 18 centimeter is to be made into a box without top, and each corner, by cutting a square from each corner, by cutting a square from each corner, yes, and folding up the flaps to form a box. So each corner square is to be cut. That means let us take the square is of side x centimeter. Let the square is of side x centimeter. Therefore, the remaining length of the side is 18 minus 2x. This is 18 minus 2x, and on the top it is 18 minus 2x. See, without a top, then how will write the volume of the box? It is length into breadth into height. When you fold, the height will be x or what? The height will be x. Therefore, the volume V is length into breadth into height. And our simplification I wrote like this, 2x whole square. Differentiate with respect to x, u into v. Into minus 2 plus 18 minus 2x whole square. Differentiation of x is 1. And for our convenience, I took 18 minus 2x as a common. In the first bracket minus 4x, second bracket will be 18 minus 2x. Again I took 2 common here, 9 minus x. This is 18 minus 6x. Here also I took 6 common. It is 2 into 9 minus x, 6 into 3 minus x. That is 12 into 9 minus x into 3 minus x. And whatever it is, maxima or minima, we have to equate the first derivative with 0. For maxima or minima, first derivative will be 0. That is 12 in the bracket 9 minus x, 3 minus x is equal to 0 implies 9 minus x is equal to 0 or 3 minus x is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 3. Then go for the second derivative. This is the first derivative, equation 1. Differentiating equation 1 with respect to x. So it is d square v upon dx square 12 as it is in the bracket u into v. 9 minus x, differentiation of 3 minus x is minus 1 plus 3 minus x into minus 1. It is 12 in the bracket minus 9 plus x minus 3 plus x. So it is 12, 2x minus 12. If you want, take 2 common, 24x minus 6. Now calculate the second derivative at both the values. At x is equal to 9, the second derivative will be what? 24, 9 minus 6, that is 24 into 3, greater than 0 means minima, but we required maximum volume. So it is not possible. Next, take at x is equal to 3. See the second derivative, it is 24 into 3 minus 6. That is minus 3 into 24 less than 0. Less than 0 means the volume is maximum. The volume of the box is maximum. When x is equal to 3 centimeter. See, when it is maximum, what should be the side of the square to be cut off? When x is equal to 3 centimeter of the side of a square should be cut. When x is equal to 3 centimeter maximum, if x is equal to 3 centimeter side of the square is to be cut off. So is it simple or what? Now I am giving you one similar question as a homework. Write down that question. One similar question as a homework, question number 18. In the previous example we solved a square. Here it is a rectangular sheet. A rectangular sheet of tin 45 centimeter and 24 centimeter is to be made into a box without a top by cutting off a square from each corner and folding up the flaps. What should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is maximum? In the previous example, both the sides are 18 centimeter. Here one side is 45 centimeter, another side is 24 centimeter. And on both the corner a square is cut off. After cutting, one should be 45 minus 2x, another should be 24 minus 2x. So this is a hint. So with the help of this hint, solve the example.